I just realized
Hey,
I was gonna do the intro, but we this is a mashup, so we're doing both shows today. It wouldn't be fair to pick one intro. But welcome to the show, Tipsy Gossip and Mixed Up Thoughts mashup. Oh, I can't talk today. How's everybody doing? It's Monday. Happy Monday. Mondays feel good today. How was your weekends?
feels
How
good
you
because
guys?
of this.
Kinshok, how was your weekend?
It was a needed one. I slept a lot this weekend and I needed that. But I did get to see my dad for the first time in like a month.
Wow,
Well, that's good.
that
How
is
did that
good.
go?
Hmm?
Well, what did you do? You just visited and
I went shopping for him, took him his groceries, sat there and talked to him for a little while. And he's getting a little chunky, so I'm gonna have to tell him next time I see him.
That's too much.
mm-mm. I'm trying to find the story that we're going to be talking about. So give me a second.
Well, what did I do this weekend? What did I do? Just pissed off Friday, pissed off Saturday, pissed off Sunday.
What's
I was
good,
mad all
Robert?
weekend. Hey, Robert.
I actually went fishing, right? And I've been struggling fishing for like a couple years, not catching anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what, fuck this. I'm gonna do my best and do what I've learned in the past. And me and my girlfriend were catching fish back to back.
I saw that fishing. Yeah.
Yeah, we was catching bluegills back to back. We caught seven of them all together. Which not, I mean, it's not a lot, but I mean, for just two people out there with these little fishing poses out there just shooting the shit for like
Yeah.
and it got to the point where we put the bait in the water. We was getting bites. Like she put the bait in like this and like pulled up and had a fish on. I was like, yo, we got to keep some of these because we were just throwing them back because there's little bluegills. And it's like we got to keep some of these. We got to cook some of this. We got to celebrate because we doing good out here. So we kept two of them and came home and fried them up. I gutted, scaled, and fried it up for her, and we had a nice little lunch. Fish
Wow. What
lunch.
kind were they?
Little bluegills.
Oh, that's cool.
So
I
I know
never heard of that. Must be up there.
yeah, they're like this big a fish, So I'm gonna start. I found a nice little spot. I knew about it, but I haven't been there in a long time. So we're gonna start hitting that spot up and just go catch lunch for the day.
That's so cute. That's cute. You guys do those kind of things.
Yeah. Well, maybe we like to try out type of new stuff. What's up, Greg? How you been? I haven't seen you in a while. You got any questions or anything new going on with you? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start?
How about, did you ever find the video I was telling you about and the sign that she was holding?
Yes, I did. So
Okay.
did he receive the lifetime achievement? Well, is that what it was? Lifetime achievement award from BET. And
People are clowning her.
Young Miami was so proud, holding this sign. Go Pappy. Oh my god.
Mhm.
She's holding this big ass sign saying "Go Pappy" at a award show. Have you ever seen somebody holding a sign at an award show?
Never.
Oh my god.
That,
Go, Poppy.
that's pronounced Poppy.
Yep.
Pappy,
Yeah,
same
Poppy.
difference.
Poppy.
But she's like half his age, though. I mean, so she is this a real relationship?
Everybody's calling her and him, his friend Bay, not actual Bay, because he won't really commit to saying he's dating her. Like he's saying that they're dating, but they're friends, he said. That's kind of like pretty rude. I don't know if you've found that video where she's interviewing him and says, so what's your status, your relationship status? He says, I'm single. I'm single, but dating. And she says, so what are we? And he said, we're dating. We go on exotic trips.
Oh
I
my
take
god, I
you
gotta
to
find it.
strip clubs. You gotta watch that.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta find that one because I found the other one where he did the post at the post performance, and he didn't. He thanked everybody but her.
Yep.
Hold on, hear that? We hear that go right here.
Yep.
Hey, y'all, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I was in a dark place a few years, you know what I'm saying? And I have to give a special thank you, shout out, thank you, all that love. I gotta give a special thank you to the people that was really like there for me. Bishop T.D. Jakes, my chief of staff, Christina Coram, KK, Lorianne Gibson, keeping me free. Yeah, also Cassie for holding me down in the dark times. Love. Hey, y'all.
So he didn't shout out his current girlfriend. Now, you would think it'd be the other way around, where she's like, he's all wrapped up in her, and she's like, oh, whatever. What's up, Daniel Graves? Hi, Marcy. It's Chuck on Messenger. My birth name is Daniel. I just go by Chuck.
Hey, Chuck.
Hey, Chucker. So it's weird. Their dynamic was really weird. Like, is he just trying to hit it? You know what I'm saying? Because she's the young hot thing in rap, or?
I don't know. I think he's just kind of hanging out, having fun. That's what he says. And you got to listen to what people say. I've been there, done that. And I was thinking to myself, as soon as he said, we're friends, we date, and I thought,
gotta find that video.
I said, he ain't that into you, honey.
Maybe he was, and she did something. Because maybe it started out like, because I mean, I've dated people and they ain't taking me on no exotic trips. Unless you count Quick Trip for chicken.
For him to say friends, we're friends, like, that's fucked up. He's trying to let her know we're not like that.
Yeah, there's no ring gonna be coming your way anytime soon.
Right.
So calm it down.
Right. Cassie spent 10 years with him and she didn't get no ring.
Which is absurd. I can't make this bigger. That's what he said. Give me 1 second.
Unbelievable.
It's on the shade room, so let me look it up.
Yeah. They were making fun of her. I felt so bad. And then she's like, please, girl, please. When somebody said something about her holding up a sign and she didn't even get acknowledged, she's like just trying to ward off all the comments.
There's been a lot of rumors about Diddy.
Yeah, there has.
A lot of alleged sexuality, his alleged girlfriends, his alleged everything.
Yep.
A lot of suspect behaviors.
His face looks different.
He looks a lot different. I don't know if he got work. You trying to say he got some work done, or
he had to have because his face looks so different.
Yeah, I agreed. I know that was one of the. I was like, he don't even look like himself anymore. And I was like,
because how old is Diddy? He's got to be like close to 60, right?
50 something. I'm gonna look it up. How old is P Diddy? 52.
He's 52 with no
no lines, no wrinkles, no nothing.
No perfect jet black hair.
Yep. I was thinking the same thing. He had a beard on live one time and it was gray. His beard was totally gray. Now I was like looking at it going, wow.
Everybody doesn't get gray hairs.
Then they say they laugh because she taps her leg like, honey, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's what I see. Yes. See, they look at like, relax. You're doing too much. Too much.
Yep.
Hey, but it's good to have a good woman supporting you. That's a good thing.
That probably embarrassed him. I don't know. I would have been embarrassed if somebody did that at an award show.
I don't think Diddy gets embarrassed.
You gotta find the video though where she's interviewing him. It's on the same page I sent you. Just scroll down, and it says Shade Room on it.
That's what I was on, but it wouldn't go full screen.
Really? What a bummer.
Fuck it. We'll just let it ride.
Yeah. Oh well.
Relationship status. Mr. At Dad.
I'm single. You know, I'm single. But
The
I'm
look on her
dating.
face
I'm just
is
taking
destroyed.
my time with life.
All right.
Mhm.
So what we is?
We date. We dating. We go have dates. And we friends.
Okay.
We go to exotic locations. We have great times.
Mm.
We go to strip clubs, church.
Church.
I'm gonna take you to church.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yo.
So when you woke up and we was trending, like what's up? How you felt about that? What it was about?
I mean, it was messy. You know what I'm saying? It was messy, and I just
look at that jawline. That's not the original. Allegedly, that's not the original Diddy jawline.
Nope, you're right. I was noticing that.
That jawline is, yeah.
Yep.
you know,
And you can't say weight loss because he's
one of
never
those
was a big
days,
guy.
you know, and so
Yep.
had to polish things up, had to press the reset button,
Mm-hmm.
boom, and keep it moving. So I'm not trying to get messy, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to just live my life and have a good time and stay out the way, but do whatever I want to do.
Oh, okay, so you at the bag.
Acting all the way up.
That's weird because he's 52. I guess if you got money, you can act like that. I guess.
I guess so. You have no expectations put on you by anybody
Yo.
because you're P. Diddy. So I feel like, and I don't know, I'm just speaking in alleged terms, allegedly. I feel like he just tried the same mess with Cassie, like the whole I'm not going to be committed. You ain't getting a ring. We're just dating friends, blah, blah. It doesn't work with everybody.
Robert, you definitely dyed that hair. You know, you got these guys all these old rappers being like, you know, saying 50s, damn near 60, you know, even late 40s with perfect jet black hair, perfect jet black beards. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I mean, like Kinshok said, not everybody goes gray, but not 100% of the whole rap game.
Yeah. Here's a picture of P. Diddy with the gray hair. Oh my God, you can't see it. Ah!
Oh yeah, that's definitely a dye job. What he's calling Bad Boys 3, Cocoa Bean number 4, Midnight Cocoa Bean.
Yeah, he took care of all that when he went on the show. He took care of all that.
Well, they do sell it in aisle 7 at the grocery store.
Yep.
But I don't care. I'll let my grade show. It shows I've been on Earth for a while. Look, there's a lot of knowledge in there.
It's a roadmap of your history, they say, a roadmap of your experiences.
Well, I don't need no roadmap. I don't want nobody to know where I have been. I want to go to bed one night and wake up with all white hair. That's how I want that to go.
That's why I started growing my locks again the first time because I got this little gray patch in the middle. I thought that was gonna go around and have gray locks. That, you know, those are nice, but it just stayed in this one little spot. There's one little spot right here, just gray, and everything else is, you know, black. It's just a wild situation.
You know what? Diddy got a nose job.
Allegedly?
Yep, allegedly. Okay. Watch, I'm going to show you these pictures. I want you to look at how his face looks. That's what was the difference. Look at his nose, and then look at his nose on the red carpet for BET. It shows it right there. Completely different nose. He took out some right here.
Hi, totally kitty.
Oh, would you get down, boy? Normally, I love the shit out of you. I love you, Freddie. But you can't be up here right now.
What did you search? Diddy gray beard?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me look it up.
What did I type in? Hold on. Typed in Diddy gray hair. Yep. And then you'll see it. You'll see the gray Even his face, yeah, his nose is different, completely different. Completely different on the gray hair. Yep.
It's a damn shame.
Completely different nose.
Okay, so there's a big picture. Hold on 1 second. Jeez, of course not.
Too bad we don't have a one of those apps that I can do a before and after.
There's
Yep.
Diddy with the gray hair.
Look at his nose. Yep.
Okay, now let me look up the Diddy at BET Awards.
Yep. I can send it to you if you don't have it. Looks so different. That's what's different, because I was like, what is different about him?
And I'm seeing pictures of Kanye dressed up like, I mean, this is ridiculous. I'm not trying to get off track, but okay, it's small as hell. What is going on? I mean, the BET Awards was a mess. Well, I didn't watch it, but from what I've seen, that is ridiculous. Why are you wearing full winter gear in the summer? And where's it at? LA?
Yeah, and he always has his face covered. It's unbelievable. I can see doing that once or twice on stage, but he does it all the time now.
That can't be comfortable. That's a big ass coat, the hat, glasses. Like somebody should put him aside, like, yo, cut the shit, man. Take that shit off, man. And that's the problem. Nobody's taking him to the side. I'm like, yo, cut it off. I mean, cut it out, man.
It's too bad you can't see this. Can you see the
difference
difference in his nose now?
Yeah, yeah. Toward the middle.
Yep.
So Kanye went to the award show like this and said a little something about Diddy. Dressed like a scarecrow. I don't know how would you describe this look? And did he have the boots on? I gotta see if he got the boots on. I gotta look and see if he had the boots on.
I want to see the side by side picture.
I'm trying to find it. It's hard.
Wow. Diddy said he was going through a 4th surgery in 2 years for a torn quadricep. I think it was something else, but anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, torn quadricep, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like, look at this. Look, he got the holes in his shirt. Look at these nasty gloves.
Hey, he calls it fashion. So there.
And look how Babyface looking at him like, what the hell is going on with this man?
And Babyface looks sharp.
Babyface always looks sharp. You're never gonna catch Babyface slipping. So Babyface is always gonna be on point. But that's mental health issues right there. You in LA in the summer dressed like that?
Yep.
That's mental health.
I don't know why he's got this thing about people looking at his face. I feel like anyway. That's just my opinion.
He wants to be seen as mysterious and like, ooh, look at Kanye. What's he up to? You know, he probably does it also so he can have somebody come out dressed like him, and and they can bother him when he can go sneak out the back somewhere. Because a lot of artists have done that. Tyson has done that. Had somebody dress up like him and cover his face so he can it wouldn't bother him. Just like there was 2 Gallaghers who traveled around the United States at one point. Him and his brother.
No kidding. That's interesting. That makes sense. That way you don't get bothered. If you want to go shopping, you send out the decoy before you get there, and you make them turn off on some other road.
Yeah, a lot. Saddam Hussein did it. He had a few of them, didn't he? Because didn't one of them get killed?
Wow. I mean, that makes sense that not celebrities, but government officials would have them. That makes sense.
I'm finding me a body double if I start to get paid.
No.
Like fake Drake thinks he's a body double, but he's not at all.
He really
Not
ain't.
at all.
He really ain't. I wish they could find some, body doubles for some of our politicians. Ones that would actually do something.
Look, I have lost all faith in the government, so I'm just.
I
I
It
have
is what it
too.
is.
I haven't lost faith in the government.
You
I have
never will,
lost
though. You
I
have
have
tons of
lost
faith in the government.
I have lost faith in voters because the voters put the people in the government. The structure of the government works. It's the people that's in those positions that don't work. If you put people in there that actually care about and will do the right thing, the structure works.
Well, I just feel like nobody will do the right thing because they get paid off to
That's why you
vocalize.
take money out of government. You make it so that these people can't get there's just a little law you just got to overturn, like some of the other laws that's just been overturned recently. Just overturn that, and then you take the money out. Once you take the money out and there's no incentive, then you're going to get people in there that are there for the right reasons because they want to help the American people. The structure works. The people in the structure don't.
That's
What
like
I don't, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, it's like a lot of things work in theory, but when you put people in it, that's when things go wrong. Because a lot of different, government type of things sound good, but once you get people in there, that's when it starts to get corrupt. Like no matter how good it sounds, once people get involved with it, it always comes to shit.
It's when you add people and money. If you take the money out,
How do you
because
do that?
I'd have to research and look into all of it to what it's all called, but
That's
I think it's called Citizens United. It's whatever made corporations people. That's how corporations are able to donate to politicians just like people can. And I think it's called Citizens United. I could be wrong about that. I'd have to look into that. But if you get that taken out, there's no incentive. There's no incentive. And the other thing they also need to stop is letting them play in the stock market. But if you take those two things out, that takes the money out of government. And if you take the money out of the politicians' pockets, they have no incentive to vote certain ways.
but they're not gonna cut all that money out. They making too much money.
I said if. I said if you could get that. If you can get the right people in there, they can get it overturned. But it took decades to get the people in there to do what they did this weekend. And it's probably going to take decades to get the people in there to get that overturned. But it can be overturned. Probably won't see it in my lifetime. But it can be overturned because it's just a ruling. So if you take the money out of politics, then the incentive to vote a certain way goes away. Just like if you say they can't play in the stock market, the incentive to take those, inside, information allegedly, and make stock trades on it, that goes away. And then they get that $174,000 a year salary and nice medical benefits, and that's it.
For enough people that would be enough, but corrupt.
Exactly. So, but those two things can be overturned. And if they are, then I think we have a structure that works. That's why I still believe in the government. I don't believe in the people in the government, but I believe in the government because the structure works.
Do you believe in Biden?
He has been a major disappointment. He's been a major disappointment. But he told me up front who he was because he said, basically, nothing's going to change. That's what he told corporations. Basically, nothing's going to change. And he was absolutely correct. He did not lie about who he was. I just didn't want to believe it.
So do you think that's going to lead way to Trump being back in office in 2024?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Who's going to run against him to stop him?
Rotten cantaloupe. I really think that whoever they put up there, if they put them against Trump, it's going to be not a vote for the Democrat, but a vote against Trump. That's how that's going to go.
Yeah.
but a lot of people have lost. Like I said, a lot of people lost faith, and they don't even want to vote. That's the problem. People don't want to vote. It's like fuck it. We damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Yeah.
Well, then let them stay at home.
But that's gonna be probably a lot of people though. The people who all came out to get them out of there.
Let them stay at home, which means that we just have to get the rest of our side to come out.
But see, our side doesn't want to vote. I mean,
That's not. I don't think that's true. I think it's the Republican side that doesn't want to vote.
no, the Republicans want Trump back. That's the thing.
Yeah, they
But-
want Trump back, but they don't trust the process anymore.
I don't know. 2024 is gonna be a mess. So
Yeah.
you got that to look forward to.
I wonder who's signed up to run for the Republicans. I mean,
Nobody.
anybody.
Nobody.
Wow.
Because until Trump says yes or no, he's running, everybody's afraid to come out and say they're running.
Wasn't DeSantis going to go?
He wants to.
They're scared of
Jesus.
Trump and Trump's fan base.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's a big thing. So Trump and his fan base is like, yeah.
So I feel like with the abortion ruling, you're going to see, and you are going to see, and this is sad. This is really sad to make girls, women, practically kill themselves to get an abortion. That's astounding to me that we could do that as a society. It just kills me. I just still can't get over it. I can't get over it. I'm not ever going to get over this. It's huge.
But they also have not put in
It is
place
huge, and
any social support systems for these women who have these babies. You know, and a thing that came up today that was interesting to me is the same procedure that they use to do an abortion is the same procedure they do when you have a miscarriage or like the baby dies. What happens in those cases? Are they allowed to do that procedure? What's going to happen with that? That could get nasty real fast.
Yeah. Yep. And then
So
you're
what-
saying that they're coming for interracial marriage and all that shit. That just blows my mind.
Do you what is it? Was it 1965, 67?
God.
That's when that was passed. Interracial marriage hasn't been legal very long.
yeah, they're gonna go after gay marriage first.
No, they're going to go after contraceptives first. Because not only do they want to make you have the babies, they want to make you not be able to stop getting pregnant.
That's so weird that they want you to have babies. That's just like, you don't even have to raise it. What the fuck what do you care for?
It's very messy.
Yeah, because they think white people are being replaced. But it's not just white people that get pregnant.
Yep, exactly. So dumb.
And there's a group. There's a lot of black people who are happy about it because they say there's no more killing black babies. Like there's a whole group of people, you know, like yeah, it's over with. No more killing black babies because they think that black people get the most abortions. I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't know if it's true or not either, but our toddlers, our school-age children, our middle schoolers, our high schoolers, our college-age students, and our young men and women get killed every day. So what do you want to bring them here just to kill them anyway?
Right.
And what about unwanted pregnancies due to assault? Or
And do you really want people
family
to have
members
babies that don't want to have them? Do you really want someone to have a baby that does not want the kid? Do you really want them to have that kid? That just blows my mind too.
But okay, they have in place systems for that, supposedly. You can take that baby to a hospital or fire station. Where and who is going to build the orphanages needed to house and care for all of these unwanted and abandoned babies?
Right.
Who's going to pay for that? Where's the money going to come from for that?
It does appear that black women do get the most abortions, 37%, white 34%, Hispanic 22%. So,
And unfortunately, they believe that the Hispanic population is the one that's overtaking the Caucasian population.
it is plain and simple.
Yeah, but they're getting less abortions.
That's
So
why
they should love them. But they should love them. I
It's-
get that's why, but they
it's-
should love them.
It's a lot of propaganda and inflated false facts, fake information being put out about it on both sides. So
It's all the information that's out there. This is all the information you need. Your jurisdiction stops at my underpants. You have no say
Thank you.
what goes on past my underpants. That's
Yep.
my business.
Yep. I don't understand that. How they can tell you can't. I mean, I heard for a while ago, cunnilingus was illegal in certain states.
put me in jail, lock me up.
Who sits down at a table 20, 30, 50, 60 years ago and says, we think this should be outlawed?
Super religious people.
Yes, because it's considered classified under the role of the term of sodomy.
God.
Sodomy covers anything that is not missionary.
Unbelievable.
Sex.
They need to stay out of the bedroom.
Exactly. Again, your jurisdiction stops at my underpants. That's the only rule you need to understand.
Yep.
Once you get to my underpants, go away.
Let me look it up. Where is cunnilingus illegal?
I think it's Georgia, if I'm not mistaken, that adult toys are illegal.
What about fucking in the ass?
That's illegal a lot of places. I think that's illegal in
considered
Wisconsin.
sodomy. So yeah, it's illegal in some places.
Dang. Wow.
I can't remember. I think it's Ohio.
But who sits down and says, you shouldn't be allowed to do this in your bedroom? Like, who cares what you do in your bedroom?
Fundamental Christians.
And being nosy.
Because they're the worst. They're horrible people and they're not happy.
They really
And that's
are.
why they're not happy. They have no adult toys and they're not doing anything but missionary fun times. So.
No, they are. They just don't want nobody else to do it. They do it
Exactly.
themselves, but don't want nobody else to do it. That's the problem.
Because you know why prostitution is illegal. It's not because of men. It's because of the wives of the men who were using the prostitutes. They're who keep prostitution illegal and only for the workers, the sex workers.
God.
That's why they don't prosecute the clients and only prosecute the worker, is because of the wives of the workers.
Wow.
I'm a minister's wife. Well, maybe you need to check your minister because
Yep.
It's illegal for
him.
It's illegal for anal sex in Florida, Marcy, so be careful.
Still?
Oh no! Still, wait a minute. You knew?
It's Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, North Carolina, Oklahoma, and South Carolina.
That ain't that antiquated like old shit?
Yeah, they don't really enforce it, but it's
but
there.
They do.
If I told a cop, hey, and I called the police station and said, hey, I'm having anal sex right now, they could come arrest me.
I can't remember which state it was in, but there was somebody that called, a neighbor called the police and said that they believed that was happening at a person like across the street from their house. And they raided that house. And the people were arrested because they found adult toys there. They didn't actually find anybody in the act, but if they had, they could have arrested them for that. But they got cited for having the. I'm like, stay out of people's again. When you get to my underpants, that's where your jurisdiction stops. That's a solution to all of this because that's not where the government needs to be.
Oral sex is illegal in Arkansas.
Yeah, it says oral sex is illegal in Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, North Carolina, Oklahoma, and South Carolina. I didn't see Arkansas, but damn.
A lot goes on in Minnesota. I'll tell you that for a fact.
Damn. Like a lot of parties, right?
There's a lot of sex going on in Minnesota. I lived
Well,
there for a year.
I can speculate as to why Wisconsin stayed out of that argument.
Wisconsin's a freaky state. People don't realize Wisconsin's a pretty freaky state.
Yeah, we got a lot of cows here.
Oh God. Okay, wait. I wasn't going there. Shit.
Hey, look, a lot of those farm people come down here to take our heavy equipment courses and stuff like that, and you hear them.
16 states in the U.S. that still have sodomy laws against perverted sexual practice. Wow. Prohibits any sex that is not for procreation, and so included crimes like having sex outside of marriage and bestiality. But in the late 60s, the laws began to be used for specifically targeted gay people as an excuse for discrimination when gay rights progress was just starting to be made. Do you think this is just to discriminate against gay people, all these laws?
Probably.
That's why they left them on the books. Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure at one point all of the states had them. Adultery in Wisconsin is a Class E felony.
Holy shit. Oh my God.
Why are you smiling like that? I just think I gave out some bad information.
Because I know a few felons. I know a few felons.
I gave out good information to somebody with a devious mind. That's what I did.
I know a few. I should reporter.
It's very difficult to prove. And
what if you got a video on your phone? It's just jokes. It's just jokes for the podcast. It's just jokes.
I got nothing to say to that.
It's just jokes. There's no.
It's just jokes. Nothing else.
I did something horrible this week.
What was his name?
Wild cherry toothpicks. They're flavored toothpicks. And
how much you pay for them? That's gonna be the horrible part.
$1.99.
Oh shit, that's nothing. That's not horrible.
Yeah, but it says natural and artificial flavors. It's a cinnamon and cherry, and it's supposed to be just cherry, and all you taste is the cinnamon. It's like,
well, cinnamon is pretty overpowering.
Yeah, very. Then I got some root beer ones and some mint chocolate ones.
Well, it's just like when it's just like they got those beef jerky stores where they say you can get ostrich jerky and all types of different types, but it's all just pork. It's
really?
like it's like 5% ostrich, 95% pork. So all you tasting is pork. So it just overpowers everything else.
That sucks.
Yeah, I went there once. I went to when I was excited. I'm finna get some ostrich. I'm finna get some alligator, some gorilla. You know what I'm saying? I was excited, and then all they had was I read the label was like it's mostly pork and a little bit of ostrich. I'm like, that's the piece of perfect.
That's not what you advertised it to be. Oh, but I do have a report that I will give you in the upcoming weeks. I got an MRE, and my son and I are going to try it together.
You should make a video.
No,
for some content for your challenge you're going to form and show your feet.
No, I'm not showing my feet. And my channel has content on it. It's just not my content. It's just playlists of other people.
Can't do nothing with that though.
I don't want to do anything with it. I just have it because I like to watch that stuff that's there. But yeah, it's beef stew, so we'll see what happens with that.
Actually, I was joking about the gorilla jerky. I don't want gorilla jerky. I couldn't eat a gorilla. Knowingly eat a gorilla.
Oh well, can I make one comment about primates? Why did they find a monkey with a bulletproof vest on in a shootout with a Mexican cartel?
What?
Oh, I seen it. That was a pet monkey. That was one of their pets.
Oh, but why did he have a bulletproof vest on? Because he
'Cause
knew they was gonna be in a shootout.
No, because he was like their mascot. They had a pet monkey. They dress him up. People put pants on and shirts on monkeys. They put a vest on as a joke, and it was a real shootout. And he got shot. And
he did die from the gunfire because the article I read said they didn't know at that point.
didn't know
But
what.
yeah, he had on a camouflage like hoodie and a bulletproof vest and a diaper.
Yeah, that was like their little mascot. They got tons of money. So they have pet monkeys.
No, you don't have to have tons of money to have a pet monkey. My mom had a pet monkey and she loved it, but she hated it at the same time. She said it was a nasty.
I heard they beat off all the time, and
they throw poop.
And you have to put jumpsuits on them to keep them from beating off all the time. That's why they got those on them.
I have no idea if hers choked to death on a sucker, I think.
There's nothing cute about a pet monkey. I'm sorry. Those things are nasty as hell.
I don't like them.
Nasty.
I don't like them at all.
I find them creepy.
I don't like monkeys.
And
I think spider monkeys are cute from a distance because they have the like white face and the black outline. I think they're cute in a picture, but I wouldn't want
That's
one
even
in my
scarier.
house. Why?
I used to work at a job that did animal testing, and we had to take care of the monkey cages to clean them out, and the monkeys would be grabbing you and shit. And yeah, so no. No.
Yeah, anything bigger than a spider monkey, you're gonna have a run for your money because they're very strong.
And they had an orangutan in there, big ass orangutan that we had to change the cage. And you don't do nothing to it. You just you open the cage and put the other cage in front of it and open both of them and stand back. It has to do it on its own time. Don't try to force it, because if it get loose and jumps on somebody, it's a wrap. So, and I hate that damn job. So let's get to the subject of the night. How you pronounce it? Uvalde. I can't find the story. Let me send the story. Karumbe? Is that what you say?
Uvalde. She munching on pretzels over there. Look at her.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, there was a story written by somebody saying that there's a good reason why the police didn't run in, and he understood why, because the guy had a rifle, and I guess the cops thought they were overpowered by that rifle.
Yep.
But isn't that the whole point of them
They
being
feel
there?
like the police department has done nothing to protect them against assault rifles and against people that have them. So they feel like we're not going to rush the place because we don't have anything to combat them with. And I'm like thinking, isn't that your job though? Didn't you sign up to, no offense, to like lose your life for this job? Wasn't that part of your job?
And I call bullshit about them not having the gear, because they was all out there in they Call of Duty cosplay shit with the vest and the camouflage, and they had their own rifles themselves. Let me bring up a picture, because like they had their own rifles. You have to go in there. That's your job, is to go put yourself in that situation. What's the point of having SWAT and all that other bullshit, and they be having all these police stations be having all these tanks and drones and bullshit, but they don't want to use it?
And here's a clue: if the cops are scared of people with these military style rifles, then maybe we should make it illegal to own these military style rifles, because we don't have a defense against them unless we're gonna start calling in the military. And the military don't have time to come do that.
Yep.
But that's why they were waiting on Border Patrol.
But wasn't there pictures of them having a SWAT team out there?
I don't remember a SWAT team, but I do remember them like just standing around. All that was missing was the donuts and coffee.
See, look at this guy right here. He might not have a helmet, but he has a pretty big rifle on. And look at this. He got his full shield and a shotgun. And there's another one right here. That's 3 people. Y'all can't take one 18-year-old with a gun?
No, they couldn't take a bullet from the gun he had.
Good afternoon. I've always loved and support for what you do. Love you for you and what you do. That's from
Thank you,
Marcy.
David.
It definitely should be illegal.
Yep.
I don't know. It's just crazy that as a man that you see that kids are being killed in a building and you're standing there with a gun and not doing nothing about it. I don't want to hear about they was to order to stand down. There's some orders you should break.
What about the mother who broke the police line, went in, got her kids, and came out? And they tried to arrest her afterwards, saying she shouldn't have went in. She's like, my kids are alive. I don't know what you're talking about.
And they said the police are still harassing her for what she did.
That's ridiculous. If a mother, no body armor, no weapon, no nothing, is willing to run in that building to save her children, what are we paying you for?
Yep.
Give her all y'all salary.
Listen, I say this about every other show. All these people have these guns, but are you really going to use it when the time comes? And obviously, these guys, look at this. Meet our SWAT team. Look at this. Like I say, COD cosplay. They have their vest on. They have their rifles.
Cosplay.
That's all it is. It's COD. It's Call of Duty cosplay. Because if you ain't gonna do nothing with it, take it off. You might as well be out there in a t-shirt and some shorts. If you ain't going to use it, I mean, I'm a native New Yorker that lives in Texas for the last 20 years. In fact, one of the cities originally had a mass shooting as well, El Paso, Texas, and Walmart. And everyone has guns out here. It's sick. Yeah, isn't it open to carry in Texas right now? No license. You can just go to the store, buy a gun, and just put it on your hip and walk around with it.
I'm not sure that went into effect, but I know they passed or tried to pass it. It might be caught up in the courts right now, but
no, if it's a Texas, I don't think it's gonna get caught up in the courts because they don't really care.
Because there might be a challenge to it. A small group of people might challenge it. And if they do, then it has to work its way through the court system before it can go into effect. That doesn't mean that it can't, pass their Senate, pass their House, and be signed into law. It just might not go into effect as long as it's being held up in the courts.
And just like Brother to the Night told us that Indiana has it in July where it's going to be open carry. So imagine Gary, Indiana, and all that area. Open carry guns.
I was in a grocery store here and saw a man open carrying, and I have never been more terrified in my life because if something did pop off, he's the first one they're gonna try to shoot. And I was standing right next to him, but I was standing right next to him. And if you're a gunman, you're gonna try to take out anybody else that can shoot you. And I didn't want to be anywhere near him, so I left him and the cheese in the same aisle, and I moved somewhere else.
Almost like they start shooting as soon as they come in the building. So
I was in a nail salon when all of a sudden I see SWAT ducking down and got their guns walking like this to the next door over. And I'm like, Desiree, look, because she was with me. And they shot up the place. No, they didn't shoot up the place. They were knocking people around. You could hear all this banging going around. Like they were beating people up. The walls were like bang, bang. And I'm like, oh my God.
They're real tough when the other person doesn't have a gun.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see in these pro-choice rallies and protests, they're real tough when the people don't have a gun. They knocking people over. They knock down reporters. They knock down everybody who gets in their way. Oh, you're real tough now. And this one guy was like shouting at the guy because he was like a shorter guy. Oh, look at this big man. Look at this short man complex. Oh, I got to find that tape because I got to find that clip because it's ridiculous.
Well, I went to leave my building to go to work. And like Marcy said, I don't think they were SWAT. I think they were just regular policemen. But they was crawling through the bushes and hiding behind cars. As I came out of my underground parking, I almost slammed into a police car. I was like, what is going on? And I live in a complex that has 4 buildings in it. So they were in all the parking lots in all the buildings. So I had to like maneuver around cops to go to work that morning. I was like, I don't know what's going on, but it's enough cops that I don't think I'm gonna get robbed. So see ya. It was not a good day. I was like, okay. Thankfully, it wasn't a Monday because I'd have been really mad. But yeah, he's right. They really do. When another person don't have a gun, they're really tough.
They super tough. Oh god, I wish I could find this video. I gotta start bookmarking more quicker. I'll be seeing some crazy stuff. I gotta start bookmarking for the show. David says, you heard about the kid that came to El Paso Walmart, right? The kid wasn't even from here, but came here to kill Mexicans. Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
No kidding. Wow.
It's crazy times we living in.
Kill Mexicans.
The guy that did the Buffalo shooting drove 200 and some miles. He wasn't from there either. It's not like he woke up that morning and just chose violence and walked out his front door and shot those people. This man drove 200 miles.
Wow.
And I'm just like, this is what I don't understand. And well, okay, it's not what I don't understand. I get it. They don't have critical thinking skills. That's why they cannot think forward. But if you were to get rid of all of the people that you hate, all of the immigrants, which I guess mean only the brown ones because they don't ever say anything about Russian immigrants or French immigrants or, all the white ones. So if you were to get rid of all of the immigrants and all of the Mexicans, quote unquote, and all of the blacks, quote unquote, what are you left with? What is your gene pool going to look like?
That's what they want. That's what they want.
Use your critical thinking skills. What is that gene pool going to look like?
They don't care. They just want everybody else gone. They don't care. They don't think it that deep.
But I'm thinking that deep.
They don't
You're
care.
going to have a bunch of people that have no opportunity, or what are they going to give to society?
No, I didn't hear about the El Paso one.
We need to look that up. Can you look that up?
I heard about it.
Where was I?
Where he shot up that Walmart? Yeah.
When was this? What month?
No.
That sounds recent.
Yeah, there's so many of them I can't keep track.
God, it makes you not even want to go to the store anymore.
Exactly. That's my clickety click click click.
Yeah, order online.
Deliver.
Jeez, man. El Paso.
Yeah, he I believe he might have been killed in the shooting. I'm not sure, but
no, he wasn't killed.
Oh, he wasn't?
No, he wasn't.
Mass shooting occurred at Walmart 2019. Wow.
Oh, I didn't. I thought he was killed.
Wait, is this the same one? They happened so August 3rd. What puppy are you talking about, Dwayne? You seen a puppy? Marcy, you had your puppy up there?
Nope.
You tripping. August 3rd. Oh, okay. This is the court. So that's the guy who did it.
Oh, okay.
Killing 22 and injuring 25, August 3rd, 2019.
Do me a favor and see if you can find a picture of all the recent mass shooters and tell me what you notice about them. There's a picture that's a collage of them. It doesn't have their names. It's just a collage of them.
They're all white.
No, that's true, but that's not what I want you to notice about them.
They got brown hair. Let's see.
I'm digging my nose.
I wish we had a collage of them. What do you notice about them?
I want you to see the picture first. I know it's out there, but I don't
There's
know
like a
how to.
couple of them from what year do you want me to look? They have different years.
Just okay, like 2018, 19, 20, somewhere around there.
But here's the thing, though. They say a mass shooting is when more than 3 people are shot.
Okay, now this is gonna be try 2020.
See, they try to they
It's too
try to put
many.
that in.
It's too many of them. That's not the picture I'm looking for. Well, I'll just tell you what I noticed about them. If you look at the eyes on all of them, they all look wild and empty. I'm like, your mother didn't look at you and say, "It's something wrong with that one."
Well, a lot of moms about their sons. They was my son's an angel. He would know. Even though he's some moms are like that. I'm right. My
No,
mom's an angel.
majority of moms are like that. I look at my sons and I know, mm-mm.
Dwayne said the couch. It's on the couch behind you. David said stone cold eyes. Ah, damn, I'm bleeding. Bust a bump. Excuse me. Yeah, a lot. A lot of moms. He sell drugs in the neighborhood. He might beat up a few people, but he's an angel. Nothing's wrong with him.
No, I'm sorry. If your child doesn't come out of the basement for 3 months and is getting Amazon Prime packages and you don't know what's in them, somebody need to go downstairs and check on Jimmy. That's how this stuff keeps happening. These parents are letting these kids have way too much free reign.
Well, some people just
Yep.
denial. It's denial.
Yep.
No, it's not denial because he's using your credit card to order that crap. You get that statement every month. You know you didn't order $900 worth of stuff from Amazon. Oh, boys will be boys. No, boys will be dead in the basement if they my boys because no. Somebody somewhere, a lot of the schools say that they had contacted the parents about these children. They had said that they wrote stories. They said that they, were acting out in other ways, and the parents did nothing.
Because they think my boy is an angel. He won't hurt a fly. Even though he's down there killing cats and shit, dissecting reptiles.
But that's all. That also goes back to our government because maybe they thought there was something wrong with him, but they can't afford to send him to a doctor because they don't have insurance that covers mental health.
Too late. It's too bad that it takes a shooting for them to get mental health later after the fact.
At that point, there I don't think there is any help for them if they've already made up their because they write it all down. Every one of them's got a manifesto, and they post it online for other people to see and get ideas from.
It says the 21-year-old white man accused of driving more than 11 hours through Texas to kill Hispanics at an El Paso Walmart in August pleaded not guilty. Capital Mart. How could he plead not guilty?
Because because his lawyer advised him to. Crazy. Like the guy in the Buffalo pleaded not guilty, even though he filmed himself doing it and live streamed it on Twitch. He still, yeah, he still said not guilty. And the court will work with him. It's the world we live in. I mean, that's why people are losing faith. That's why so many people are getting concealed carries. And everybody's going to be out here with guns. And if somebody acts crazy, hopefully somebody, like they said, a good guy with a gun does something. But more than likely, the good guy with a gun probably gets scared and runs.
I watched the episode the other day of a TV show. I don't know if I can say the name or not.
Big Bang Theory?
No, it's a medical show. And what happened is there was a shooting, supposedly a shooting in a movie theater. And a good guy with a gun shot the shooter. And it turns out that the guy was a prankster and he had a leaf blower.
Well, that's what he deserves.
This guy murdered that guy. He died. And then the guy couldn't deal with the fact that he had shot somebody that was innocent and he walked in front of a car and killed himself.
Hey,
So is the good guy with a gun really a good guy with the gun? What if it turns out that the guy didn't have a gun? Or if somebody is taking out people with a high powered weapon, you with your little, 9 millimeter. I don't think that those are not powerful guns, but are you that good of a shot that you're gonna be able to angle yourself that can take this guy out? Come on.
if you
You're
train,
just Joe Schmo. You're Joe Schmo. You have a gun for protection of yourself, not a Walmart full of people against a guy with a high powered weapon.
They need to outlaw all those fucking weapons. Totally.
Go ahead. Wait. You're in Florida saying that? You better be careful.
They do. I know about the
I
NRA and
agree.
all that bullshit, but they need to assault weapons, rifles, whatever you call them. They're for killing people. They're for killing people. That's
I
all they're
agree.
for.
I agree with you 100%. But people have them already.
God.
And people are going to be very pissed if you try to
Because
come and
we
take
don't
them.
do that with our guns. We know how to behave with our guns. Good for you.
Thank you. I didn't know how strong a 9 millimeter would be. But here's my idea. Don't take away the ones that have already been legally purchased. Just stop them. Just say from this point forward, we're not selling anymore. Everybody who's got them can keep them.
Yeah.
So
but you know
nobody's
what?
coming for your guns.
You know what
Right.
happens when they say that?
What?
There's a run on guns. Like when they banned the AK-47, there was a run on AKs, and like a lot of people went and bought more of them
When did they ban those?
a
Back in the
while ago.
80s.
No, it was just recent. Like they banned some more, and
Oh,
everybody made a
shit.
run on them.
Wow.
Well, if you make it an immediate ban, which means all the gun dealers have to stop selling them immediately. Like when you make the announcement, it's in effect. So nobody can run out and buy anymore. Everybody who has them can keep them. Nobody else can get any
He loves
more.
massages.
Let me get my Draco first before we ban all that.
Well, then you better hurry up because if I get anywhere near Congress, I'm getting that
What
through.
do we need an AK-40? What do we need these assault weapons for? We don't need them. They're for killing people. That's all they're for.
They claim they need them in case the government comes. Do you understand that the government can write your name on the side of a bullet and shoot you through your bedroom window at night?
Listen, I'm going to say something I shouldn't say right now.
Go ahead and say it. I love that. Let's
I'm
do
going
it
to say something I shouldn't say.
for
But
shizzle.
I knew somebody that told me, I could probably be killed for this. But he told me he shot down Ron Brown's plane. And if you look up Ron Brown, we can go on with the show. We can extend the show. He told me he shot the plane down. And he was a U.S. Marshal. And he was drunk one night. And I was like, wow, you're kidding me.
This is allegedly her story. Is allegedly we don't leave it at that.
Yep, allegedly. He told me
Don't.
allegedly that
This is
he
just.
shut
This
the
is just
plane
for
down.
jokes. Ha ha. She didn't hear that for real. Stop. Stop. Please
That's what he
stop.
told me. I was dating a U.S. Marshal that told me he was in the military and he allegedly shot the plane down.
You're still saying
Dude,
it. Stop.
that's too much.
Stop.
You getting
She's
close to
joking.
getting in
Ha
trouble.
ha. Marcy, you crazy.
Uh-huh.
Right. Even Deb said allegedly. Allegedly. Yeah. Marcy, you so crazy. Why you
I'm
joking like that?
crazy.
Stop
What the fuck
joking
am
like
I
that.
saying?
But that's their reasoning, saying that they need these weapons in case the government decides to attack the American people. Now, wait a minute. The American government, our military is all voluntary. Nobody gets drafted anymore. It's all voluntary. So you're telling me you're going to convince our military to come and kill their own family members, brothers and sisters, cousins, loved ones? No, it's not going to happen. That's not an order that they're going to follow. They will all lay their weapons down and say, Not today, Satan.
I'm getting text to shut the show down because
You like my Christmas?
that was just a joke. It was a joke.
Do you like my Christmas tree? Do you like my Christmas tree?
Marcy, stop. How do you erase this?
It's a cute Christmas tree.
So back to the police. They took the position. That's part of your job description. If you were in the military and you've seen that there was a terrorist in the building, would you say no? That he got our power. You got to go in.
Yeah, but they have a lot better equipment.
I got a picture. I can pull up the picture of the SWAT team again.
Yeah, but the armor that cop is wearing and the armor that a military person, as long as they're here on American soil and not overseas, allegedly, will be much better.
But it's along the same line.
But that's what I don't get. The military sells a lot of its surplus stuff to police departments. Where was all this stuff? And Texas is a big buyer because they have police departments there that have tanks. And legally, in the state of Texas, a private citizen can own a tank. They just can't buy the shells for it. But they can own a tank. So if they go to a military auction and they're selling a tank and they want to buy it, there you go. Why?
All right, so
Look at your last text. Just read it.
I am. Yeah. That's what I've heard about that before too.
Okay.
So this is pretty much. It's not high military grade, but David, you said you did. You're ex-military. Is this along the same lines of stuff they have? I mean, it's supposed to be SWAT. They're supposed to be, the last line of people trying to go in and get it taken care of, or
I don't think so. I really think that's quite different. But please let the military person let us know.
is it just cosplay too? So they playing cosplay too? Everybody's playing cosplay out here. That's the problem. It's all cosplay. We need some people.
I
really
thought
out
that
here.
this was like, I don't know, Kevlar, and the military's with ceramic. I don't know. Maybe I watched too much Law and Order.
Maybe. All right, so wait. People forget that the USA gave weapons to Afghan to Bin Laden back in the 80s to help defend the Soviets. People don't forget that. That's on people's minds. People didn't forget that. So, she is Marcy Diamond. Find her Twitter at Marcy Diamond 2. Why is it 2? Because it's her second Twitter. They banned the first one. Check out her TikTok also at Marcy Diamond. Her website www.pog.life. I am Roz Mix. You can find me at Roz Mix, Roz_Mix on Twitter, and the same on TikTok. And look at my YouTube. It's just Roz Mix. Just type out Roz Mix. You'll see my videos. Watch them. Subscribe. Tell me what you think. And Kinshok.
Wow.
You can find her Twitter at Kinshok29. Follow her on Twitter. Tell her to start her YouTube channel. We want to see what she does. We want to see her play. We want to see her play World of Warcraft for 8 hours straight every day. We'll all watch it. I'm reading it. I'm reading it as we go. Good channel. What channel you talking about, David? Mine or Marcy's? Subscribe to both, Marcy.
He loves both of us.
All right, I want to thank everybody for watching. Make sure you give a thumbs up. Make sure you share the stream on your Twitters, on your socials. Everybody go share it right now with all your friends and families. Tell me you got a good laugh tonight. They're going to go see Marcy, go see Roz Mix, go see Kinshok. Any last words before you shut it down for tonight? All right, we'll see you guys Thursday. All right, y'all have a good one.